98% of me is screaming in pain or exultation. Glad for an excuse to fall.
Hello, Daniel Bloodworth here, back from GDC. Got a whole lot of cool stuff to talk about. A couple of these right off the bat. We're gonna do some like the individual videos, which you're watching right now, the El Paso Elsewhere preview, impressions, whatever, from GDC. But we also got Rah Rah Boom. I got a big wrap-up video. We got some other stuff that's going up a bit later. But yeah, I just showed you guys kind of like some of the intro stuff in the latest trailer from this game. I got to play a little bit of it. If you're not familiar with it, you could say it's Black Max Payne or Max Payne with vampires or whatever. I have not really gotten that deep into Max Payne. You played Max Payne, the vibe check.
Many times.
Very Max Payne.
Oh yeah, just the like soft-spoken metaphors going down.
Yeah. When he said like the thrum of a cocktail of pharmaceuticals is buzzing in the back of my skull, I was like, okay, yep.
Yep.
Here we go.
Painkillers everywhere.
Yeah.
They've got the painkillers. But yeah, I got to play a quick demo, a couple of levels of this. And you've got the dual pistols.
How's that feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
You've got the bullet time. You've got the shotgun. I think there's also like an Uzi and an assault rifle in there.
Tommy gun, I saw.
Maybe it's the Tommy gun.
He put the barrel of
the drum
bullets.
in.
Yeah, the drum. Yeah.
But yeah, it feels good. And even it like, because I'm not usually a mouse and keyboard guy, you know, so it's like a little, like I struggle a little bit. But even with my struggling with mouse and keyboard, it's like, no, this feels good.
Nice.
Getting a headshot feels good.
Yeah.
You've got like one of the levels, like you're like going through these bathrooms, and guys will take you out quick.
Nice.
Which is nice too. And when you die, like rather than saying you died, it's like you keep going.
Oh.
And they say like
Goosebumps, blood.
every time that you die, that animation gets a little bit faster.
Whoa.
And so just like keeps you in the rhythm in
That's
the game,
cool.
going back.
That's cool.
How does bullet time work? Do you have a cooldown on that? Do you gain more when you kill enemies? What's going on there?
I couldn't tell on that sense if there is, and it doesn't seem like there's a cooldown to me.
Powerful.
But yeah, it's one of those things that like you've got to figure out like when the best time is to use bullet time versus just like the regular dodge that's in there. But also feel like I had this one like just great feeling moment of like I did this like bullet time dive backwards.
Yes, dude.
Over like a bar or something like that, and I'm just bam, 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 bam.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Sick.
My favorite thing ever is using bullet time in games and like throwing grenades. You're just like, so cool.
Has the game ever done it where when you use bullet time, the enemies also get it, so their accuracy gets higher too? So it's like a trade-off.
I don't know, but that sounds cool.
It'd be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
They
seen
use it on you.
Yeah.
Oh, they had zombies in there. They had these werewolves that kind of lunge at you.
Gang's all here.
There's like these guys that will like stand on top of the walls and like shoot down these like blue magic orbs down on you.
Yeah.
With the dodge, they also had like these places that were like little gaps in the wall, so you could like roll under a gap in the wall.
Cool.
And kind of like keep the enemies off of you a little bit that way. One of the cooler enemies that they've got in there are these knights. And so they basically have like these, like suits of armor all around the level. And you can't tell until one of them gets up and starts coming after you which one is the real one. And what's even better is if you try to like sniff them out, if you attack before they like start animating and come after you, you'll actually initiate like a rage mode. So you'll make them harder.
Awesome.
By firing first.
That's cool.
That is a cool mechanic. How does ammo work? Do you have unlimited ammo, or are you like picking it up off corpses?
You're like going through bathroom stalls, and that's another thing too. Is like you open up a bathroom stall, and like sometimes there'll be a box of ammo sitting there on the toilet. Other times there'll be an enemy in there. It's like, oh crap.
Classic. Love it. Love it.
So
You
like
have to reach your hand into a toilet at any point. That's peak video games.
Yeah. And if you've already been watching this footage on the B-roll, but yeah, it's very much of that style of the original Max Payne 2. It's like very old school. like 90s PC look to
Totally
it.
looks
Yeah,
90s
I love
PC.
Super chunky polygons.
Dakitana vibes.
Yeah, Daikatana, the tie
Deus Ex.
texture just being part of the shirt. I love it. I love it.
One thing I really appreciate is that you can actually like see the dithering on his neck.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, like it's like a really compressed like still
Yeah.
GIF or something. Like
Yeah. Well, but it fits the like tone because you showed us a narrative thing that
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it they'll hear in the video, but because it's wall to wall VO, you know, but it's so moody and so dark and so serious and like he feels like he's in a haze and like he's coming out of he's an addict, you know, and he's had to go back on the drugs to like fight these vampires or whatever.
Yeah.
So like the graphical style kind of feels like it fits that where everything's kind of like blurry and weird. Yeah, I love it.
Totally.
Yeah,
Good
your
call.
your ex is the Lord of the Vampires.
Dracula or something. Like, yeah, whoa.
She's like in
Hot.
this motel in El Paso doing a ritual to end the world.
Classic vampire stuff, honestly.
Yeah, I think the main plot is like whatever, but his delivery and the game's style
yeah,
in the
yeah.
trailer really sold me.
Yeah, and this is from Xavier Nelson, who also did an airport for aliens, currently run by dogs.
Sick.
Is
Yeah,
working
yeah.
on Sunshine Shuffle, which is that one where like you've got the dogs around the poker table on the boat, you know, fleeing the mob.
Yes. Can't wait for that one.
And he's doing all the VO himself for James
Oh,
Savage.
cool. Okay.
Yeah. So that's his voice that
You were
you're
saying
hearing
it
in the
sounded
trailer.
like Deus Ex guy or whatever?
Oh, I thought it sounded like Sam Whitwer for a second.
Oh, okay.
From Days Gone.
Oh, from Days Gone.
yeah.
Oh. I thought he said Deus Ex.
Yeah. There's also you have your melee attack. You have stakes. Like
Oh,
wooden
cool.
stakes.
Yes.
And Huber, this is what's really
Bloodworth.
sick is you can get more wooden stakes by like blasting like a table or something. Oh. You smash a table and you can get
That's
more stakes.
sick.
What is that like when you stake a vamp? Do you actually do it? Is it like you whittle him down?
It's one of those
health and
things
then-
where it's like just such a panic. It's like I'm like cute.
Yeah.
Because they're like right in your face.
But it's an alternate. It's like a melee weapon. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
awesome.
so there's that, you know, it's like 'cause
Yes.
you have to be right on top of them to use one. Yeah.
Brad and I periodically demand games where you stake vamps. So yes,
They periodically demand
we
this.
demand it.
It's true.
Yes. Not
what else?
enough of it. Shockingly, it's like
Very
such
true,
a,
yeah. Well, and I love that you can source them from tables and shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mentioned this on the podcast, but with the shotgun, the rhythm is really nice because it's a one shot. So it's like blast, chunk,
that.
chunk, blast, chunk, chunk. So you gotta like
Terminator.
again keep your distance so that like they don't overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Make sure you kind of find a spot to funnel them a little bit if you can.
Can you see the pellets in slow motion like Max Payne?
I don't remember for sure. I can't say one way or the other. He is going to ship it with a cheat console, so you can type in the cheats. Like
Nice.
that's cool.
That's
That's
fun.
cool.
What else? is in there?
IGGDQD.
And again, you know, like we're talking about, like, you know, they're really focusing on the gun feel and the gameplay feel, and just all the stuff in the level design is like
Yeah.
being very intentional.
I also like the wall jump, the Devil May Cry 2, like
Yeah.
off the wall.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the old Max Payne mods. Some inspiration there, maybe.
Yeah, and they want to make sure like they're not like going overkill with a ton of weapons. They like want every weapon to feel like it has a purpose and it
Great.
has an identity. So
Perfect.
Very cool.
yeah.
I love everything you've told me and everything I've seen, Bloodworth.
Yeah. It's serving Max Payne. It's serving From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm in. Yeah, it
Yes.
looks sick.
Yeah, good stuff. That's coming out later this year. It's the plan right now. And we've got more GDC previews to come. So check them out. Look for Raw Raw Boom. Look for the big wrap up. And if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/easyallies because we are independent and funded by our fans. So thank you very much.